On the paintball field, most players only think about what's directly in front of them, usually the player they're gunfighting. The smart players, however, use every element of the field to their advantage. Today's guest is Brandon Villaverde, and in this episode he breaks down how using the elements of the field itself can instantly increase your odds of winning points. Not by shooting more paint, not by running faster, but by seeing the field differently. Stick around because once you hear how Brandon thinks about the field, you won't be able to wait to use it in practice. This is the Game Plan, the show where we talk to players from every division to figure out what actually gives them an edge on the paintball field. Not just theory, not hype, but real experience. But before we jump in, make sure you like and subscribe, and if you want more paintball breakdowns and exclusive interviews just like this one, head over to pbnetwork.tv and join the PBN Pit Crew. That's the best way to support what we're building here, and it allows us to give back to the divisional paintball community through high-level training opportunities. Okay, let's jump in. All right, Brandon, thanks for coming on the show, man.
No problem, no problem.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? Where are you tuning in from today?
So right now I'm in Hawaii. I'm active duty military, so I'm always moving around, playing all over the place. But right now, Hawaii. Originally from Florida, played for a lot of teams down in Florida. Docks Raiders, played for them for a little bit. CBK, Comeback Kids, Jungle Cats. I've played for a couple teams.
Yeah. So the new Jungle Cats, like the Bear Ridge guys, or is this a different team?
No, like OG. So funny story, Alex Hicks, the guy that does Bear Ridge.
Yeah.
I used to play with him.
Okay, cool.
On the original Jungle Cats.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. So I don't know Alex. I know Josh Stanley. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not. Know. Okay, so he owns the facility and all that. I know he does a lot of work with those guys. But anyways, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I've been playing with that. Been playing in Hawaii for about 2.5 years now. But I've been playing paintball since 2013. Yeah. Since I was middle and high school. So
do you notice a difference playing in Hawaii versus playing in the States?
Yeah. Playing stateside, it's different because it's easy to get teams out to play against. So like here, you have our handful, like 4 or 5 teams, and we can only really play against them unless we fly somewhere. No one ever really wants to come out. So like getting practices in before Cup, before these events, like right now we're all playing WC. It's hard to get teams to play against. So you think you're ready, and then you show up to events, and it's totally different competition.
Yeah. What would you say there's anything that you guys do that you feel gives you an edge, or do you feel like it's just a detriment to not have other teams to play against?
I mean, it's honestly, I don't see a detriment to it, but it is nice getting different looks.
Yeah.
Sure, there's not people, like there might be a team that we're scrimming against that doesn't play the center much. So we don't get that look of like getting tested in the center. So it's hard whenever it comes down to it if we're getting the right practice, and we don't know if we are. So we try to throw curveballs in at 3-on-5s, 2-on-5s, just so then that way we can get different looks.
So yeah, I mean, so you say you got 3 or 4 teams you play against. I mean, do you guys feel like you are coming up together as a whole?
That's the big thing here. Like, there's not many people that play. Like, you kind of have to keep that solid squad that like you've played with together. 1 or 2 good out, then you don't have enough people for an event, and then the reason they took the name all mixed up, it's just a whole bunch of guys. It could be military, non-military. They just accept everyone.
Yeah.
They accept everyone. Yeah. So it's nice having that where it's no judgment just because, hey, you're not from here. And I love that. Like everyone that's visiting out here and stuff like that, I tell them to come out. Yeah, for sure.
So take me back then. Where you say you started in Florida? How long have you been in paintball? Like, what was your first time like going out to field? Was it a birthday party? What was it for you?
So first time was I went into my garage, seen an old Spider Victor sitting in a crate.
Old Spider.
I want to use this.
Yeah.
And I hooked up an air tank and it was all messed up. It just was leaking. So I was like, you know what? I took it upon myself. No YouTube, no nothing. Just took it apart, started replacing O-rings, and it held air after. And I was like, all right, perfect. Took it out, and the field owner was like, hey, I need a ref on Saturday. You could play for free on Sundays. And I was like, let's do it. So all through high school, like I think it was 2 years of middle school and all 4 years of high school, I was just working at the field on Saturdays,
Yeah.
playing for free on Sundays. So it was, I had a fortunate opportunity to have that.
Do you think that's
Not a
still the
lot.
way to go? Is if you really can't afford to play, go out and work on a Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. We have it here at this field where two people that are in school still come out. They ref on Saturday, and they're just trying to alleviate the expense of playing on Sundays
Yeah.
for their parents, but the parents still pay for the events, and
Oh
this
yeah.
helps the parents. And they don't like they see it now. They're because now like going out and playing isn't cheap. $100
Yeah.
isn't cheap. So
No, for sure. And I think from my perspective, being able to network with all the people that come out to the fields, is huge when you wanna join a team. Do you see that?
yeah, and that's the thing. Like that getting them in the door, right? Like opening up those doors because they think it's just an expensive sport. Getting the trust and confidence of the parents to say, "Hey, let them work for me on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I will let them play for free on Sundays." The parents don't realize it in the beginning, right? They're like, "Oh man, I'm going to be saving some money," but they don't realize how much money they're saving.
Oh yeah.
And it pays off to the kids because then they're getting, if it's a busy Saturday, they get 2 cases of paint instead of one.
Mm-hmm.
And then now they're like, "Oh man, I got paint to shoot now. I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about it."
Yeah. Man, it'd be nice if we could just figure out like all the ways to make paintball cheaper for the younger generation to get them in.
Yep.
We need to put a list together and just and put
That's
that
the
out
thing.
there.
Like the kids love it.
Yeah.
The kids love it. Like it gets them away from the stupid stuff of like the streets and everything. Like keeping them in a confined space where they're able to just go out and shoot someone. Like
Yeah.
I have a 3-year-old daughter. Man, if she picks up like she loves playing.
Yeah.
She'll sit
Yep.
here. We have gel blasters here. We rent out for the young kids.
Oh yeah.
And she'll sit out here just ripping that thing, and loves it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my kids love the gel blasters. We did the same thing at our field, and 100% worth the investment.
Yeah.
So you go out, you work at the field on the weekends, and then how long is it before you get into playing tournaments?
I think it was no more than like a year and a half, 2 years. And then I had one of the people I was playing with, they were like, "Hey, I'd love for you to come play with us." I know he looked at it as like, "Hey, young kid, fresh legs."
You were in the snake.
And I literally,
you were in the snake,
yeah,
weren't you? Uh-huh.
I remember it. He said, "You're just going to make it to the snake. And if they shoot at you, just chill out for a little bit." Like,
Yeah.
that was his big, he didn't want me to gunfight.
Yeah.
He knew at the time, I couldn't gunfight to save my life. So I was like, okay. He's like, "Just get in. Don't shoot a ball. You just talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm right behind you. Talk to me." And we ended up taking second.
Wow.
I
Really?
remember I made a lot of people. Yeah, I made a lot of people angry at that event. This was back. This was back whenever MVPS in Florida was 3 events, and they were just mom and pop fields. It wasn't no big thing.
Yeah.
And that was my thing. He said, "Hey, get in the snake, move up, draw guns, and shoot someone if you can, but don't force it." And I was like, "All right." And that's what I did.
So
And we
how
took second.
how old were you at this time?
Oh man, I was 14, 15.
Oh yeah, you're youngin.
Yep.
Wow. And so my boy, he's 8, so he's got a ways to go, but I'm ready to get him in there, man.
Oh man, I can't wait for the day my daughter says she wants to come out and play.
Yep.
I'll fund the whole thing for all of her friends. Come on.
Well, I'm about ready to start him on pod running, so I'm just gonna dump a bag out in the yard and start timing them. Let's go pick them up.
Get them going.
Yeah, that's right. Get them used to it. Well, Brandon, so we kind of talked about this earlier, but you have this kind of chaos theory about well, I'm going to let you dive into it, but can you kind of explain what we're talking about earlier?
Yeah, so I see a lot of divisional players not using refs and using chaos and penalties to make moves. It's the way I see it is those players know that, hey, if I possibly am hiding something, they're going to stop shooting. They're scared of getting that penalty, or it might just be a regular old check that has no pain involved. And I realize that people aren't using the refs. I remember there was this story of at World Cup. She didn't realize she was doing it. This ref was literally following the snake player. We knew that we couldn't push down the field. We didn't know if the other team picked up on it, but that ref was constantly holding the snake player's pocket.
Yeah.
So we knew, hey, we know where the snake player's at based off where that ref's at. She didn't realize she was doing it, but we knew, like, hey, he went to snake 3 now. People they're not using the refs to their advantage.
Yeah.
And penalties to make moves. As soon as I see a ref pulling a flag, I'm launching.
Yeah.
Because everyone starts looking, am I getting pulled? Am I the one getting pulled? Or who's going to get pulled? Whose job do I have to fill? And they're trying to piece things together. By that time, I'm already as far down the field as possible.
Wow.
A lot of people, I realize, look at it as like, hey, we need to piece it together. But I don't see it that way. I don't see it as like, yes, you have to piece it together where they're pulling that extra body. But if I could shoot that body before they pull them, now they have to go pull someone else.
Yeah. If you want more paintball content, head over to pbnetwork.tv. There's a ton of free content waiting for you. But if you really want to get the most out of it, you should consider joining the PBN Pit Crew. Pit Crew members get early access to new releases, pro clinics, and especially layout reviews. And that matters because only Pit Crew members get those breakdowns before practice weekend. That's prep. That's advantage. That's showing up ready while everyone else is still guessing. pbnetwork.tv. Go check it out. No, that makes perfect sense. It's kind of like using shadows to your advantage.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I think
there was a guy here. It was World Cup practice. There was a big old bricks, not at this last World Cup that just passed, the one before. Big old bricks at the 50. And here in Hawaii, obviously the sun is crucial at all times.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in Doritos and I seen a shadow. It was within the first 10 seconds. No one knew he was there. We knew where the first 4 were. We didn't know where he was. And I found him based off the shadow. No one.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer. Like, everyone believes in like moving bunkers and stuff like that. Obviously, it's breezy right now where I'm at, so it's hard to see a moving bunker. Like, everything's moving.
Yeah.
So you can't really use that. But sun, refs, like just little stuff like that. Using the environment around you more than anything, you're going to win more points, I've realized.
No, agreed. And I guess I would ask, when do you apply this, or how do you know when to apply this? If you're D5, first tournament, how can you make this a part of your, I guess, tool belt going into a tournament?
So I will admit, WCPL is very hard. Those refs are extremely disciplined where they're not following these players like that. But I will see the ref looking straight down at the floor. Hey, that's kind of an indication, like, he's probably in the snake right in front of that ref.
Yeah.
Like, why else would the ref? All these refs have a job. They're getting paid to look at you and try to catch you getting hit.
Yeah.
They're not just staring at the ground just because they want to.
Yeah.
They're doing it for a reason. A big thing also is, like, use body counts to your advantage. Like, a lot of people, they'll think just because we're down bodies, we can't make moves. It's not true. Like, you still have to be hunting those angles.
Yeah.
Paintball's a game of angles. You have to find the angles. Just because they're hunkered down, they're burning clock. If it's a 3-on-5 and they're trying to burn time, you have to have some motivation to go. If you're down a point or two, you have to have that motivation. So, like, my advice to the D5 players is don't be scared to make moves. Just because you're down a body or two, read the environment, talk to your teammates, and make moves. A lot of people get scared to make moves just because they don't want to get clipped. And could it blow up in the game? 100%. You could lose it.
Yeah.
You getting clipped, but you could also win that point just by making that one move.
No, that's perfect. And what other ways do you think we could kind of steer this chaos? Other outside of refs, outside of using shadows, what are some other ways that you could think of?
Big one is using. I noticed a lot of the lower divisional they're scared to use highways. They're super scared to use highways. I don't know if they're just scared to get clipped instead of just confirming the stab on someone else.
Yeah.
But I remember I got yelled at WC one time for my coach because I jumped the highway instead.
Mm.
And he was like, "Why didn't you just go down?" And I was like, I took a chance that the person behind me was doing their job. Not that they weren't doing their job, that they actually were doing their job behind me of like, hey, keeping that guy in, go.
Yeah.
A big thing that I see is they don't use the full field. They think that they're restricted to the inside.
Mm-hmm.
They're restricted to that wire. They're restricted to like just going around the right side of a bunker. Especially being up bodies and you're just trying to close out a point. I see people more times than not go throw their body away whenever they could be up one or two bodies. And like, hey, yeah, you won the point, but what if your teammate hung it dirty? Now you're two people and you guys still get the point 100%, but you could have still been alive whenever you made that one detrimental move. A lot of people don't use the full field. A big thing I like to do, I like to tree walk fields. I will stand 30, 45 feet off of bunker just to see what can and can't shoot me. Can I use this one little blind to shoot at the 500 just because I know he's there?
Yeah.
People don't use that. And I see it, like you see the pro players do it. You see a lot of people try to do it, but they try to do it in game instead of walking the field that way.
Yeah, so
walk the field.
You can dive a little bit deeper into what tree walking is, because a lot of people may not relate that term to what it actually is.
So, bunker is right in front of me. If my computer is bunker, I will stand 20, 30 feet off of it and using that to block something out.
Yeah.
Instead of just being right up on the bunker, a lot of people do it on one-on-ones. I know I do. I won't use a bunker on a one-on-one.
Yeah.
If I have him in, I'm going to be far off so I can see everything more.
Mm-hmm.
I can see a move getting filled out. I can see if that player is trying to play a little bit further right, a little bit further left. I could see his body language of which way he wants to go, and I lock that down.
Mm.
A lot of people do not walk the field prior to see what blocks them out. I've noticed. They'll walk the field looking at the shots, which is great. But why not, like, and it happens. I've been in many one-on-ones where you sit back and you're like, what could I do different?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I just back up, I can still watch my buzzer behind me.
Yep. I
can see if he goes snake side or D side. I can see if he's playing the middle.
Yeah.
Just by being off of the bunker, you're able to see more.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, it's a game of angles. Just backing up opens up 5 more angles. Guess what? I have 5 more spots to shoot at.
Yeah.
But also it blocks them out so they can't see my move.
Mm. Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, can you think of anything else that would apply to this before we cut out of here?
Oh man, I'm a firm believer in using it off the break as well. Like I don't want to just tell people only use it on one-on-ones or using it to close out points. And like, I love finding the one spot on the back line where I could just sit there and just dump paint.
Yeah.
I love it because it opens up more shots. If I could sit here and lock down this one side of the field just by sitting in this blind.
Yeah.
And no one knows. Everyone's expecting a bunker call. Everyone's hey, where's the last body? Where's the last body? But you're just sitting on the back line
out
using
no
a brick
man's land. Yep.
Yeah. And no one's shooting it because it's just an open gap.
Yeah.
It's off the break. That is one of the biggest things. I love to find one. I'll just drop a knee and I'll sit there and I'll dump 3-4 pods before they realize it.
Yeah.
It's not something you could do every time because then they're going to start throwing the blinds back at you.
Yep. No, I've heard a lot of the PB Fit guys talk about doing that too. Colt
Cyrus.
Yeah, Colt and Cyrus, they're all about finding those spots.
I think the video of Cyrus, like literally inches from the box, just dropped a knee. I forgot what event.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, oh, but yet again, and I'm not biased here or anything. That's Florida paintball. We try to find all the like there's the straight up dynamic.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like that's things like that. Like people don't realize that you could do. Like I see it and I wish that people do it more.
Yeah.
Just because I love seeing people do it that I play against.
Yeah.
Because hey, can we throw a blind at him just to get him out of that one area?
Mm-hmm.
And especially if you're able to get them out, hey, that's a guaranteed kill off the break.
For sure.
If they think that they could do it every time, that's why I'm like, I try not to do it every point. But God, I love doing it. I'll sit there until they shut me down. And once they are able to, I'm like, okay, now I got to find something new.
Well, it's got to be huge for like, especially D5 and D4, because the higher you go up, the less you can get away with, right? So, I mean, being able to test these things, try these things in the lower divisions, a lot of people don't even think about this stuff, So this is huge.
Yeah, the coach. I think on a coaching side aspect of it, because I help with D6 guys here, coaching aspect on that. Coaches don't look for it in the lower divisions.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doubting their gunfighters in the back, their threes or two. I don't know if they're doubt. Especially, I like to do it because I'm fast.
Yeah.
And my coach knows to get out of that. If I put myself in a situation, most of the time I can get myself out just by my speed.
Yeah. A quick pause, because if you're watching this and thinking, I wish I could talk paintball like this all the time, you can't. Inside the PBN Discord, we go way deeper than YouTube comments ever could. We break down paintball, talk strategy, play games, and honestly, just hang out with people who love the sport. And the best part is, every time we have a guest on the show, you get to ask them questions directly. It's a legit community, not noise, not ego, just paintball people getting better together. If that sounds like your kind of place, we'll see you in the Discord.
I'm going to jump right back. I just thought about it whenever saying that. Back to the chaos thing. Losing bodies early and using that chaos to still make moves to make fills to that side. I'm a fast guy. Like I play the 1 on both sides. I'll play the 2 and I've played the 3. Using that chaos of like, hey, we won the snake side, but our D side got blown up.
Yeah.
Your 2 to 3 that's fast, using your dudes walking off to go, and they think, oh, that guy's out. Like we just killed him.
That's huge. Yeah.
I do that more times than not, and my coach hates me for it because I'll go from 200 to snake 2. Like,
yeah.
And he's like, and I tell them, like, if I'm able to get away with it, I'm going to continue to do it. If they're not shutting it down and it's spreading the field is crucial.
Yeah.
So why not spread it and stop the bleeding on one side? Even if you have 2 people on one side and just one solo guy to back up and play that quarterback role of like, hey, what do you got on your side telling the other side? What do you got on your side and telling the other side?
Yeah.
Using speed and chaos is my way of winning most of my points.
Yeah.
I love.
So let me throw a scenario at you, because I was talking to one of my guys this week about that. We just played EXL over here in Missouri, and we had a few issues where one guy would stir up a bunch of trouble on one side of the field, and then maybe the D side wouldn't pick up on that, and so they'd be lacking behind. We'd lose that body over there when we could have capitalized on that chaos. So how do you make sure that doesn't happen?
I think I'm a firm believer in shooting back at your teammates. They're not moving. Like, I think that 2 on that guy, on whatever side that you blew up, right? If we're blowing up the snake side on this layout and we know that we could win it 80% of the time and get down that side of the field, calling your dudes back in the pit and be like, hey, I need you to keep up. I know you're winning.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting there. You're winning the position, but you are not capitalizing on us flying down the field.
Yeah.
It's like realizing it, right? I more times than not will sit back and I will, like, right before I make something crazy move, I'll turn around and make sure, one, I got the bodies to throw away. If my body going away, getting shot right away, can we still pull off the point with what I know?
Yeah.
Know that there's 2 or 3 alive. I got 4. Could we pull off a 3-on-5? Are those everyone knows their teammates. Everyone knows their teammates. Do you know your teammate well enough that they could win a 2-on-3?
Yeah.
Yes or no? If you're leaving weaker bodies that can't, probably don't make the move. But there's more times than not that I've turned around and shot like towards my D side just to get attention. Like, hey, you guys gotta go.
Yeah.
And many times where like I see a running ref coming straight for one of my guys. I'll stitch the back. We could talk about it later. You're not gonna meet.
Yep. Get him out.
Yeah, like
get him out.
I go and I realize it more times than not that if we're blowing up a side, we just need that side to stay alive.
Yeah.
If you guys are winning the snake side and D side is dying off the break, cut it short, stay back, stay closer a bunker or two, stay alive, just so we could clean up on the snake side. Now, there was Vegas was it last year? 2 seasons ago, back whenever NXL was at Vegas, where it was a mirrored layout. And snake side was on D side, and like it was just a giant mirror.
Yeah.
So there was that event where something like what you're saying happens, right? Like, hey, the snake side we're winning the snake side, they're winning the snake side, and we're kind of doing a giant turntable.
Yeah.
That was happening to us. So what we had to do was we had to put our stronger gunfighters, the people that were fast to make those positions where they would stay alive, lock up their snake side, which would have been our D side. It would have locked up that side where our attackers on the snake side can go. And it's a big thing. That's where I see like we could do a little bit better here. Like we struggle at sitting in the pocket, holding back. But if we sat back and changed the positions just a little bit of like, hey, put in this stronger gunfighter that like could still talk.
Yeah.
But could still their ones and win that lane and hold it. Things like that, I feel like would happen less of people. I think it's the complacency also. Like, hey, I know we're winning the snake side. I don't have to do much.
Yeah.
But not realizing that they have to move up with their teammates, it doesn't help them. It doesn't help everyone overall. Like you're just a body on the field. You're not contributing at that time. We're winning a lot on the snake side. Why aren't we, putting a little bit more pressure on the D side? They're going to look at the snake side. Let's use that to go up.
Yeah. I hope these lower division guys take this and really think about it and apply the theory and the logic behind it. Because, when I was a D5, I didn't think about any of this shit, Brandon. Like, none of this. My only thought process was, like, survive. Let's survive. Let's get past the breakout and try to get some kills. But if you can take this and apply it, and utilize some of these skills that we're trying to teach you guys, it could go so far, especially in D5, really in D4. But the higher you go up, this is common knowledge. So, Brandon, thank you so much for coming on the show with us today and breaking that down for us.
No problem.
So
yeah, no problem.
Do you where can people find you? Do you want to we can throw up a link on the episode? Yeah,
you guys can follow me on Instagram. It is THTS550. That S550.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw that up on the screen. If you can text that to me, just make sure I get that right.
Yeah, I got
you. Yeah, awesome. So what's next for you? What do you got coming up?
So rebuild for the season. We're gonna see what they're talking about playing USXBL in Texas, just because payouts are a little bit more than WC. So that's what's next, and then I'm trying to see what we're going to do for the NXL this year because it's all East Coast. So us being in Hawaii, it's a little bit more pricey.
A little far, isn't it? Yeah,
a little far, but I definitely want to play some more NXL events this year.
Yeah.
That's definitely on the card.
If you do, we'll have to link up. We'll have to holler at you.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
All right, buddy. Well, man, again, Brandon, thanks so much for coming on, and we'll catch up with you.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Yep, you too.
All right, bye. Guys, thanks for tuning into this episode of The Game Plan. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. If you're a divisional player who has a specific skill set, approach, or mindset that gives you an edge on the paintball field, I want you on this show. This series exists to highlight what actually works at every level of the game. There's a link in the description where you can sign up to be a guest. And until next time, keep grinding, keep learning, and keep playing smart. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.